Hey everyone, welcome back to Powell Custom Leather. My name is Brandon, and I want to do a little video today of the sewing machine that we use, especially for people that's just starting out. You know, do you need one? Do you need an expensive one? So I just wanted to give you our experience, what kind of why we decided to do what we did, and if we regret it or not. So, all right, so our sewing machine is a Texo 5100 SE, and I think the SE, all it means is, so this is a cylinder arm machine, but the SE comes with the flatbed attachment. It kind of makes it like a flatbed, and you know, it could get you by doing belts and wallets. I've done belts and wallets on it. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it will get you by. Alright, here's the, I ain't going to take it down because I got 100 patterns up there, but here's the flatbed attachment. And it takes 2 minutes to put it on. So, I guess I'm going to do kind of a overview or review of this sewing machine since we had it. This thing is an absolute beast. It really is. It's never failed on us. It has never broke. I've been a needle. I'll turn the light on here. I've been a needle when I first started, trying to learn how to use this. Now, my experience with sewing machines is very, very minimal. Besides this one, I think the last time I used a sewing machine was maybe in, I think we called it home ec back in middle school, and that was, geez, 20-some years ago. So I don't remember a thing about sewing. Let's just put it that way. Now, this was a big learning curve, and I don't know, you know, everyone's different. So I picked it up pretty easy. You know, not everyone's going to be the same, but that's all right. It takes time, and you know, practice, right? So when we started out, we was doing belts and I think done a couple gun holsters maybe, and I done this, I was doing, sorry for the video, Leatherman cases. That's for a Leatherman wave. So everything we done was by hand. And again, like I said in one of our other videos, my wife and I both work full time. So like I said, my wife and I both work full time, and we have very weird hours. So it's not the easiest thing for us to do, is to do this all the time, or is it easy to have to hand sew everything or hand stitch everything. Now, I've done belts, I've hand stitched, Leatherman cases, I've done those, gun holster. We started out doing it all. We didn't start out with a sewing machine. And it just got to where it was taking up way too much time. And I felt like not only was I not learning anything, but I was getting so frustrated that I was almost giving up, or I was getting very discouraged, to say the least. And I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, but again, the time. So I remember I was doing a belt, and it was taking me forever to sew this belt. So I started bringing it up to my wife. I'm like, hey, you know, I think we need to think about getting a sewing machine. And she's like, well, you know, and I got an excellent wife. She's like, well, how much is one of those? And I'm like, well, I don't really know. So I've seen them anywhere from a few $100s up to, you know, a few $1,000s. I said, I don't know what the few $100s compared to the few $1,000s is. So after doing research and seeing some videos, and I kind of realized that, well, you can find an older one for, you know, a few $100s and it'll work. And then I found a video of the Texo 5100, and it was kind of a workhorse, or one that could do everything if you needed it to. But so I sewed the vinyl from Walmart. I've made a motorcycle seat out of it with that, with no problems. Like, I didn't expect it to struggle, but I didn't know if it would feed it correctly. So I've done that, and I sewed this thick leather with no problem. I mean, it sews it like butter. Needle goes through it like butter. So anyway, so me and my wife were looking at them, and our thought process was, well, if we're going to get one, let's, you know, spend the money and get the right one and not have to hopefully get another one. And little do we know, we kind of need another one. But anyway, if you're just doing bags and a few belts, a few wallets here and there, this will do fine for you. But if you do a lot of wallets and a lot of belts, again, I would go with the true flatbed. So we pulled the trigger, getting this, the 5100, and I can't remember the exact price, right around $3,000, I think, give or take. And that was, I think, delivered. And so we got it. It comes halfway put together. Got it the rest of the way put together, started using it, and just fell in love with it. My wife, not so much. I don't know if she's a little intimidated by it, but she's more of the cutting the patterns out and gluing. So that's kind of how or why we decided to go ahead and go with the sewing machine. We really didn't have the time to sit and sew it, hand sew everything. And some people have that time to learn. Now, like I said, we did do it. You know, I think it's important to at least start out that way. And, you know, some people enjoy doing that more. No, I don't so much. Not that I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would do it if it was a small project. But, you know, it all depends. So that's why we decided to get a sewing machine and why we decided to get the one that we got.